الرحمن الرحيم. نوينا الأربعين، نوينا الاعتكاف، نوينا الخلوة، نوينا العزلة، نوينا الرياضة، نوينا السلوك، نوينا الصيام لله تعالى العظيم في هذا المسجد. مدد أولياء الله عيننا بعون الله وكونوا عونا لنا بالله، عسى نحظى بفضل الله. الله 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 عزيز الله 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 كريم الله 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 سبحان الله 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 سلطان الله أبدي سلطان أزلي سلطان ربنا ورب العالمين. الحمد لله على نعمه، الحمد لله الذي هدانا لسيدنا محمد خير خلق الله أجمعين. الحمد لله. When I came to Tasawwuf, to Naqshbandi Tariqa, I was looking for a Shaykh. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala guided me to Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. He was one of the giants of Tasawwuf. He is. He's there alive. One of the giants of Sufism of today. And alhamdulillah, I got to meet him. And when I met him, he was with Shaykh Hisham at that time in New York when I first met him first time. And when he says, "Where are you from?" "Oh, from Lebanon." "Oh." He started to talk to me in Arabic. And then he said to Shaykh Hisham, he's from Lebanon, Shaykh Hisham also. "You know this?" I said, "I know." He said, "He is my representative, my here, servant." At that time, I was living in Texas. I had my life, I had my work. I'm a servant, okay, but I didn't know how. SubhanAllah, within 3-4 years after that, I went to see Shaykh Nazim, and 2 years after that incident, I was still living there. I started doing zikr, that's it. More than that, there was not much happening. And then I went to see Shaykh Nazim in 2003. I don't know what happened in that trip, but he flipped my life upside down. When I came back, my whole life changed. Everything that I thought was stable became unstable. My work, my life, everything. I didn't know what was going on. And I think at that time, my wife saw a dream. I don't know if you remember that. He said to her, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim came in her dream, and he said, "Don't worry, he is working for me. We are hiring him." And maybe a month later or something like that, I called Shaykh Hisham to see what I'm going to do, because I had to make some choices. He said, "What you're doing?" I said, "I have this plan for work and this and that." He goes, "Well, come over for we have this project to translate. Come for a couple of weeks while you are deciding, help us out with this project." I said, "Sama'na wa ta'ala." I went to Michigan, put me in an office. They gave me a stack of books to look through at that time. It was a project against Wahhabis. I was going through their pamphlets and books, looking for certain items. At that time, not all the stuff was online. And then, subhanAllah, 2 weeks. After 2 weeks, he said, we need you for maybe a week or two more. 1 month. After 1 month, Sayyidi, I need to get back to my, I have a wife, I have two babies. He said, we need you for a couple more weeks. 1 month became 2 months. 2 months became 3, 4, 5, 6. That time, you know, my wife was concerned. What's going on? What are you doing? So I went to Shaykh Hisham at that time. And by that time, I had a hunch that whatever happened was not normal, and that there's something beyond me that's going on. And those 6 months also gave me a different perspective on my priorities. So when I went to him, I say, what do you want me to do? What does Mawlana want me to do? 6 months now. He said, what do you want to do? He told me. I said, Wallahi Mawlana, I want to serve Mawlana Shaykh Nazim if I can, as much as I can. He said, then move your family, like this, and come. But he said, you come, there's nothing. You barely eat and don't come yani thinking you're coming for, you're going to have a 5-star. No. He said, and literally like this, when I moved, it was yani, you had to stretch things. The people that worked for the organization, for ISKA, whatever, they gave you enough to just survive. Basically to live there. Alhamdulillah, as hard as it was a decision to do, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave us tamkeen to move. We moved. We came to Michigan, that was in 2004, I think. And subhanAllah, it was unbelievable when you do things for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, your intention is, I believed Sultan, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim was Sultan of the Salatin, was a huge wali. And I knew that serving him is like serving Prophet ﷺ. So I was honored that I was given that opportunity. And subhanAllah, I ended up, at that time also Mawlana Shaykh Nazim used to travel a lot. He slowed down. He used to go to Europe. Shaykh Hisham was mainly in North America. By that time, Shaykh Nazim stopped. So the one stopped traveling. He stayed in Cyprus. His Shaykh Abdullah ordered him. He says, you went all over the world serving us. Now you stay. The whole world will come to you, he told him. Stay where you are. So he stayed in Cyprus. But who was doing the traveling now is Shaykh Hisham. So I had, by virtue of being there, I ended up traveling with him. He took me everywhere. We used to go to Southeast Asia maybe twice a year sometimes. Europe, Africa, for 14 years. It was beautiful, subhanAllah. We used to go, one of the big bonuses is we used to go 2 months in the summer to visit Shaykh Nazim. He used to take me with him. I'd go and spend time, and not just any time. We used to spend, because I'm coming, Shaykh Hisham is his son-in-law and representative also. So we used to have, special access. And because also I recite, so I recite qasidas and nasheed, so whenever Shaykh Hisham at that time would pick up, message me, come. Go up and say, "Hey, you want him to recite for you, Mawlana?" I say, Shaykh Nazim said, and he would sit. So all this is alhamdulillah by Allah's tawfiq and taqdeer, but man lam yashkur nas lam yashkurillah. The one who doesn't thank the servants Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives his arzaq on their hands, then he's not thanking Allah. So alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave me this opportunity to travel with Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, who by Shaykh Nazim's credit and degree was a big wali of awliyaullah. And to spend my time with him in dhikr, wherever we went, we did dhikr, mawlid. That was the work. Wherever we went, we're in the masajid, we're in majalis al-dhikr, mawalid, all the time. So, alhamdulillah for Allah's grants. Until 2014, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim left this world. The physical world. Awliya are alive. They're not, when they die, they don't die like shuhada, بل أحياء عند ربهم يرزقون. They are witnesses. They are martyrs of a different caliber. They are martyrs of love, of ishq. Before that, in 2011, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim got ill, very ill. So ill, they took him to the hospital, they thought that was it. And by that time, by 2011, I was spending, my wife can vouch for this, maybe 8 months of the year, I was not home. If you add all the travels. And I was gone, add all the trips we put together, I was maybe home for 4 months. And in those 4 months, I was not home. Which as soon as I arrived, Shaykh Hisham was like fire for your ego. You come home, we come from a month-long trip to Indonesia, haven't seen the family in a month. We arrive in the evening, okay, assalamu alaikum, go home. Okay. 8 o'clock in the morning, Ali, come over. Just came last night. It was like this. It was heavy sometimes on the nafs and on the family. But subhanallah, you know, whenever things got hard, you would say to yourself, this is what I signed up for. When I came to Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, I don't know, people come with different intentions. I came to be a servant of Allah. Not to say this as pride, but that was, alhamdulillah, Allah gave me tawfiq. At that time, I was in a point in my life where when I met this wali, I was asking Allah's forgiveness and to be a good servant and to ni'mah. And so, traveling with Mawlana Shaykh Hisham was true ta'deeb of the nafs. Because also travel is hard. When you travel in Allah's way, that's why it's sunnatul anbiya. Travel is, you learn about yourself and the world around you. Because you see, you have no control. You don't know when you're going to eat, when you're going to sleep, where you're going to sleep. Nothing is, you're in front of the Shaykh, go right, go left, sit, stand up, do. All the things your nafs doesn't like. We like familiarity. We like our favorite seat in the house. This is my seat. My food that I like, gluten-free or whatever it is now they call you. No fat, low fat. I didn't eat spicy food when I came to Tariqa, Sidi. When I came to, I'm from Lebanon. The extent of our spice is black pepper. So I didn't have. You go to the UK, if you don't eat spicy, you don't eat, because it's not like you're gonna finish the zikr and go to a restaurant. It's like whatever they give you, that's it. You have to eat. They give you. So alhamdulillah, now I like spicy food. Wallah. But the point is, this is barakah of our Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, that he put me with one of his trusted servants under his tutelage, Shaykh Hisham. A man of Allah, a man who met Shaykh Abdullah Faiz Dastan also. And Shaykh, to shape, to put my nafs in its place. That is mainly the education. Shaykh, I didn't have time, we didn't have time to even, what we studied from books and this and that was not as much as, because we're always serving and traveling. But the education was, you're always under the whip. Your nafs is always in check. You had no right. You had no rights in the presence of the Shaykh. You can't say why. No. No. I don't like this. I don't want to. No way. You must submit. And it's like dying for the nafs. Nafs like I like to do, I want, I need. This is not me, this is me. But alhamdulillah, as hard as it was a blessing. And as Mawlana ordered us back then, he said to serve Shaykh Hisham, I served. With whatever Allah gave me of tawfiq, I tried. Sometimes I dragged my feet and he pulled the whip. One way he would put my nafs down, because I recite nasheeds, so we'll go all over the world. I met King Charles, now he's king. We did a program with King Charles. Every time you finish the zikr, you do the hadra, you do the nasheeds, people come to you, oh mashallah Shaykh, so nice, very nice, sweet, mashallah, you have a beautiful voice, you melted our hearts. In the beginning I used to like that. Then I started to dislike that. Why? Because the more people praised me, I knew at the end of it, Shaykh Hisham is going to tear it down. We go to dinner afterwards, a program or something, somebody inviting, sitting with a bunch of people like this. After you've done a program, and look at that one. He thinks he's somebody in front of everybody. He thinks he has a good voice. He sounds like a hyena, like this, most of the time. So every time I get praise, I'm like, I'm cringing. Oh my God, I know what's coming. In 2011, Mawlana Shaykh got very ill, Shaykh Nazim. Very ill. And people were thinking maybe this is it. And then he recovered, alhamdulillah. But after that, while he was in the Dergah, he stood up and said about Shaykh Muhammad, this my son is on the golden chain. Golden chain reference to the mashayikh, the masters of tariqah. He can order anyone from east to west. I saw this video. I was alone with Shaykh Hisham. In his house, the room called the White Room. I went to him, I said, this is what I saw. He said, show me the video. I showed him. Picked up the phone, called Mawlana Shaykh Nazim. Sayyidi, standing in respect. I am so happy you put your son as Khalifa. Happy Shaykh Hisham? I'm very happy, Mawlana. Alhamdulillah. I'm happy also that you are happy. Here's Shaykh Muhammad. And he gave the phone to Shaykh Muhammad. 2011, not even after me. Because I was always in his private times, it was a few of us. Me, Sahib, Ishaq. We were always with him. Then we went that summer after, and Shaykh Nazim called Shaykh Hisham upstairs and told him that my son, Shaykh Muhammad, he will be the one leading. You will be with, inshallah, he said, inshallah, you will be carrying a banner with him. Meaning, I'm appointing my son after me. Accepting, he says, accepting, Mawlana. Whatever you want, we accept. Because Shaykh Nazim, at the time of Shaykh Abdullah, when Shaykh Abdullah left, he says, after me, Shaykh Nazim, and if Shaykh Nazim is not there, Shaykh Adnan, the brother of Shaykh Hisham, and if Shaykh Adnan is not there, Shaykh Hisham. So, there was no doubt that Shaykh Hisham accepted Shaykh Muhammad as the Khalifa of Shaykh Nazim. I was witness to it. He told me. And there's no doubt that his brother accepted, Shaykh Adnan. Where did I hear it from? Shaykh Adnan himself. He said it. We went in 2015 to Shaykh Adnan's apartment, and there were many witnesses. There was Shaykh Omar, the son of Shaykh Hisham, Sahib, the Hafiz. Many of us, we went there, and they were telling the stories of how Mawlana called them and said that, Shaykh Adnan said that Mawlana told him that Prophet, he asked, that Shaykh Nazim asked Prophet about his son to be Khalifa, and Prophet ﷺ authorized it. And because they were in the will of Shaykh Abdullah, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim asked them, out of respect for his senior representatives. And they both agreed and certified and accepted Mawlana Shaykh Muhammad as the one who will carry the tariqah and the secret of Shaykh Nazim. I heard it from them, not for hearsay. So in 2014, Mawlana left this world. I stayed with Mawlana, serving him, Shaykh Hisham, 4 more years. And then Mawlana started to become ill. He had a serious illness. And at that time, my services were not needed anymore. Mawlana ordered me to serve him. So I made istikhara, and I asked Mawlana Shaykh Nazim in my istikhara, what should I do now? And I saw a dream that night say, go to Shaykh Muhammad. I went to Mawlana Shaykh Muhammad. Some people accepted, some people didn't accept, some people liked, some people didn't like it. it's nothing to do. No. Tariqah is, you must be ready to accept the order. What is coming from the Shaykh. And now, last night, we went to the funeral of Mawlana Shaykh Hisham. He had a serious sickness and he was really ill the last 4 or 5 years. Alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, he passed away peacefully yesterday, the day before. Inshallah, لا نزكي على الله أحدا, but we hope inshallah, and he is with Mawlana Shaykh Nazim and all his services for this faith and for Prophet ﷺ. He was, by order of Shaykh Nazim, one of the first ones to stand like a mountain in front of Wahhabis and point them out when everyone was saying unity in diversity. Shaykh Hisham was saying, no, you can't be united with scorpions and snakes. How are we going to unite? They're saying different aqidah, not us. So inshallah, Allah reward him for all the services he's done, for all his khidmah to his Shaykh. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala open the hearts of many murids who are still neither here nor there to accept Shaykh Muhammad as Shaykh al-Tariqah. That is the will of Shaykh Nazim. And to be united, inshallah, under the flag, because time is short. Inshallah, Mahdi is coming soon, looking at this time. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring them all under Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, again, Mawlana Shaykh Muhammad, to be connected to the way of Naqshbandi Tariqah. I'm sorry, I know some of you are not Naqshbandis, but this is fresh because of Shaykh Hisham's passing. That this is something I didn't discuss since I left in 2018. And many people said he betrayed Shaykh Hisham and he went against him and he doesn't love Shaykh Hisham and whatever they say. Allah forgive them, inshallah. But it wasn't for me to say anything at that time because I don't know how at that time also whatever I say will be interpreted. But now I think it's time. This is what happened. People are free to accept, and people are not free to not accept. You know, they're free. Alhamdulillah, Allah, we are telling the truth as we experienced it. And we, alhamdulillah, Allah gave us tawfiq. In religion, إن هذا العلم دين فانظر عمن تأخذون دينكم. This what we're engaged in is your faith, is your religion. What does your religion mean? It means the difference between heaven or hell. It's not something to make somebody happy or to make somebody like you or somebody to appreciate you or to think of you, you know, you're good or you're not. You sell your religion? You cannot do that. You go against what you believe to make people happy? That's nifaq. That's hypocrisy. Huh? You do what people want you to do in spite of what you believe. You cannot do that. Why are you in tariqah? Better go and be a businessman. At least there's no nifaq. Well, there's lying there also. But business people, there's, especially in today's world of business. But nonetheless, you come for religion, the least, if you spend 20 years in tariqah, 25 and 30 years, if you can't tell the truth to yourself first, what use is your tariqah? What's the point of your adhkar and awrad and khalawat and at the end of it is nifaq, hypocrisy? You believe one thing, but you act in a different way? How can that be? No, you must. You must be honest. One of the titles of our Shaykh, Mawlana Shaykh Nazim, was Haqqani. The murids must be Haqqani. Even in spite of whether it is beneficial to them in this world or not, whether it will make them popular or not, whether it, no, you must. Otherwise, everything else doesn't matter. Nothing else matters. Okay? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the family of Mawlana Shaykh Hisham, inshallah, ease and patience. And may Allah bring everyone again united under the banner of Shaykh Muhammad, inshallah. May Allah keep us on truth and haqq, inshallah. ومن الله التوفيق بحرمة الفاتحة.